Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 2P Press Start. I'm your host, GiantKiller, and today we're proud to present episode 40 of our top 5 Hearthstone Plays of the week. Now let's get right into the action with number 5. Our number 5 play this week was a submission from Hidde G, and it features Twisted on Warrior up against Broken Game on Handlock in a play that redefines digging for an out. As we join this play in action, Twisted is facing almost certain lethal next turn from 2 giants on Broken Game's board, including a taunted up Molten Giant that Twisted currently has no way of getting through. Twisted starts out by dropping a Whirlwind to trigger a draw from his Acolyte of Pain. This draws him a Battle Rage, which nets Twisted a quick 5 cards, including another Battle Rage. 5 more cards nets Twisted the execute he needs to bring the giant down, and leaves him with 2 mana left to buff up his Acolyte of Pain and swing in for the comeback win. Our number 4 clip this week was a submission from Alan S, and it features Garou in a Priest Mirror match up against Steel. And in this play, Garou's behind on board, but he's about to punish his opponent for one critical mistake. He went full Northshire, and you never, ever go full Northshire against another Priest. Garou starts out by casting a Circle of Healing, triggering 8 card draws from Steel's 2 Clerics, forcing Steel to draw the rest of his deck and start taking fatigue damage. Garou then re-damages Steel's minions with a Holy Nova and heals them again with a second Circle of Healing, forcing 8 more card draws and more than enough fatigue to guarantee the win.
Never go full Northshire! Never go full Northshire!
And coming in at number 3 this week is a submission from Fergard, featuring Fergard running a Demon Zoolock up against Taric on Handlock. In this play, Fergard is hoping to finish off Taric before he can taunt up his massive health minions. What's his plan? Well, he's going to put his green thumb to use with some serious Doom Gardening. Fergard starts out by running both Void Callers into Taric's Mountain Giant, putting the only 2 demons in his hand, a pair of Doom Guards, into play. Next, he buffs up one of the Doom Guards with a Power Overwhelming, then proceeds to swing in with his board, burn everything with a Hellfire for 3 damage, and then finish off Taric with a Soulfire to the face for the win. This week's number 2 play was a submission from Jason T and others, and it features Sleepy in a Shaman Mirror match up against Ted the Shaman. And as we join this play, Sleepy's way behind on life, out of cards in deck, and hiding behind a pair of terrified frogs. Sleepy starts out by dropping an Alarmobot and a Baron Rivendare, then hexes one of his own totems to help protect what he just played. The following turn, the Alarmobot triggers, dropping a Malygos into play. Sleepy proceeds to buff up Malygos with back-to-back Ancestral Spirits, which will each trigger twice thanks to Baron Rivendare. Next, Sleepy reincarnates Malygos, leaving Sleepy with a fleet of 5 Malageese, and enough mana left over to kill off Ted with a 31 damage Lava Burst for the win. Apparently, a flock of Malygoses is called a murder. And claiming the number 1 spot this week is a submission from Mike E and others, and it features Forsen on Mage up against RDU on Rogue in Game 2 of the Viagame House Cup quarterfinals. And as we join this game in action, things are looking bad for Forsen. He is way behind on life, and RDU is unleashing a massive amount of damage to trigger Forsen's Ice Block on turn 7, and sitting on a Shiv and a Dagger to finish Forsen off next turn. By Forsen's turn 8, even the announcers are suggesting that Forsen's best move is to pull an E-Cop and Frostbolt himself in the face. But Forsen's not done yet. He starts out by dropping a Blood Mage Thalnos, then Fire Blasts his own Thalnos to draw a Mad Scientist. Forsen plays his Scientist and kills that off with a Frostbolt to grab his second Ice Block. RDU triggers the block next turn, but it's too late for RDU as Forsen heals up with Alexstrasza on turn 9, forcing a quick concession from RDU to take a 2-0 lead in the series. And for our bonus clip this week, we bring you Put Your Faith in the Yoink. This bonus clip was submitted by Gara89, and it features Gara on Priest up against Vapors on Paladin in some ranked action. And Gara's well behind on board, staring down Tyrion and friends with only a Bane Bloodhoof to his name. Gara's out to even the odds, though, with some quality thievery. He starts out by casting a Thoughtsteal, netting him an Aldor Peacekeeper. He drops the Peacekeeper on Tyrion, then smacks it with Bane to bring its health down. He then steals Tyrion with a Shadow Madness, sacrificing it into Vapors Azure Drake to steal himself a shiny new Ashbringer. He then uses the Ashbringer to finish off the Drake, leaving Gara with a stolen Legendary Blade and Vapors with a much more manageable board. And that's it for episode 40. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our show for 40 episodes. That's a lot of support, and I can't thank you enough for all of your awesome support and feedback. I am so incredibly excited to be celebrating 60,000 subscribers and over 5 million total views. Thank you so much to all of you for helping 2P Press Start become so much fun to put together. Of course, we're always looking for more great Hearthstone plays to showcase on the series, so if you're interested in submitting a play, please stop by 2ppressstart.com and hit the Submit a Play link for instructions on how to submit a play into the running for next week's episode. And finally, if you enjoy our shows and want to help 2P Press Start grow, please click on that subscribe button to join the always growing and always awesome 2P Press Start family. And we'll keep bringing you more great Hearthstone content right here on 2P Press Start.